Alright guys, we just got home from Boston. As you can see, the FRS is no longer here in the garage. Last video I hand delivered the FRS to the giveaway winner out in Boston, and just got back home last night to San Diego. So we're back in action, back home. Was looking at the Mustang this morning, and first thing I see back from the trip is a flat tire. I don't know how this happened. I just road tripped this car to Seattle to pick up the Corvette. So this car went through a lot of miles. Probably take it to the tire shop, see what we can do. Hopefully patch this, because this is a very expensive tire. I think this tire runs about like $700-800 bucks. It's a 345 30 20. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't have to buy a brand new one. I'm not sure how that happened, but I'll take that wheel off and see if we can fix that. This WRX is freaking low. Looks good though. Damn, fitment looks crazy. So today's gonna be a little different. I asked recently on my Instagram, I figured as I'm like going throughout my day, I feel like answering these questions would be a cool type of video. I'm honestly not really a fan of like Q&As where I'm just sitting down and just talking for like 20+ minutes. I feel like that can get boring and it's pretty extensive, to be honest. I don't know, maybe you guys like it, I'm not too sure, let me know. But I feel like it's cool to like kind of just do random things, and you guys can watch me do random things throughout the day while I'm like talking and answering all these questions. So I got a whole bunch, man. I told you guys to spice it up a little bit, you know, change it up. It doesn't really have to be car related. I told y'all to ask me anything, so we're gonna go through that today. Right now, I gotta save my boy Jin. Jin was the one that came with me to pick up the Corvette over in Seattle. Apparently his airline ripped for his air suspension, so I'm gonna grab some tools at the shop, go save him. Luckily he's pretty close. As I do that, first question, what's your best advice for people that want to start doing car vlogs and car content? I always say the same thing, you know, be consistent, but I can see that you guys want a better answer as far as being consistent, because I feel like every car content creator says be consistent, you know. I feel like nowadays the trick is like short form content. I feel like Reels and TikTok are like the way to so-called get an audience, but I feel like in the end YouTube is always the end goal for every short form content creator. It's hard to say because I'm not a short form content creator, so it's kind of weird for me to say, you know, that's my best piece of advice. I feel like a lot of short form content creators use short form content to transfer over to long form, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a tool to get people onto their YouTube. But best piece of advice, be yourself, be personable, be connectable, and also to add in a way, kind of get inspiration from other car content creators, like see what works out there. Obviously, you know, what they're doing is working. So what I did is I have a lot of people that I watch on YouTube. I kind of made my own style from watching other creators. Pick small things from every other creator, combine them all in one ball, and made my own style. You know, what I personally enjoy, how I personally like filming, editing, formatting my videos, and you just kind of like make your own style. So yeah, that's pretty much a big ball of advice I guess I have for anybody that wants to do content. All right, just got to the shop, gonna pick up the Corvette, but got another question that says, do you see yourself moving from California? Honestly, I love California, man. You know, a lot of people have opinions on California, you know what I mean, price wise, you know, the whole thing. But I travel a lot. I've traveled a lot lately in the past couple years, and out of all the places, man, I just feel like California feels home, you know what I mean? Like, as much as I love Chicago, Tennessee, Arizona, I feel like California has it all. Food, the weather, the scenery. Specifically in San Diego where I'm at, I feel like if I need something here, like powder coating wheels, or I need a tire plug, I need an alignment guy, I need a shop to do whatever for a car, friends, like I feel like I have it established here in San Diego, if that makes sense. So it would be very, very, very hard for me to move out of California, San Diego specifically, because like I said, I have everything here, family, connections, everything. So do I see myself moving from here? No, but honestly, who knows? Like, I've made a lot of decisions in the past, you know, saying yes or no on certain things, but ended up changing. So who knows, maybe. Oh man, how I missed you. so mad right now. Look at her. I started up the vet and she's been standing there just staring. Now listen, I'm not the person to do this, call people out, I never was. But this specific lady has done this before with noise that I've made at the shop. And keep in mind, it's middle of the day, 12 noon right now. But, you know, if someone expresses a concern like that, I'm more than happy to accommodate, you know, like sure, like I apologize for making the noise, you know, like I will accommodate. But when you come at me yelling, like disrespectful, literally being a Karen, talking to me as if you like own this whole complex and like everybody has to cater to you, like no, I'm gonna continue my noise happily. Growing up, what was your dream car / job? Like a kid. My dream car was always like a Lamborghini Gallardo or an Aventador. I was so young when those came out. I mean, every kid's dream is a Lamborghini, so it had to be that. Dream job as a kid, I always loved baseball. My dream was to be in the league. After baseball, I got into skateboarding, then my dream turned into a pro skateboarder. Once those two dreams were not really attainable anymore, it's funny to say, but CHP, California Highway Patrol, I low-key wanted to be a cop. Fun fact, before I got my current 9-to-5, I was this close to being a cop. It was about to do like the physical training part, but then I got a call from my current job and I got that job. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my damn, bro. All right, Corvette came to the rescue. Got all the tools in here. What happened, brother?
Cut. Not
Wait, are you actually using these lines? I told you not to use.
It's not a bad idea.
We went, okay, so his airline punctured somewhere in the front over here because he routed it under the car. Yeah, that's not good. This is why I don't put it under the car. But we went to Home Depot to get like fittings and he bought these lines. I told him not to buy because this does not look good. Wait, why are you using it though? I thought we were just gonna use the connectors.
Okay, hold on.
That's crazy. This is like gardening hose, bro, for like water or something. I don't know. Yeah, Home Depot actually sells these. I didn't know they existed at Home Depot. But if your airline's broken, you got these little connectors, so good to know. Oh my, maybe it does work.
Hold up.
Bro, this is crazy.
Right now.
Bro, you can see the air flowing through this. No.
Feels stiff, right?
Yeah, bro. But I don't know. There's something about it. It's just Home Depot lines. I'm like, I don't know. That's crazy. I would never, but hey,
really?
If you want to do it, go ahead, bro. I told him just get the proper lines. Just order these, but he wants to be impatient and get Home Depot lines. So what keeps you motivated every single day? Act how I don't do YouTube full time. That's what keeps me motivated to like work, because I'm not where I want to be. I'm super happy where I'm at, you know, the progress, but I'm not fully where I want to be, if that makes sense. I want to be my own boss, you know, not have to work for anybody. If I don't do what I have to do, then I'm only prolonging that time where I can be my own boss. Hope that makes sense. Einstein bagels for the win. Got blueberry with cream cheese, the best. Also, vanilla cold brew from Einstein, it's so good. Never been a coffee guy, but I find myself trying like iced coffees, iced lattes from everywhere. If they sell like iced lattes, I want to know what it tastes like and if it's good here. Like I tried it in Boston, I tried so many iced lattes and I was like, I have to. But vanilla cold brew from Einstein always hits. That's literally so good. Never been a coffee guy, but I've been enjoying it so far. I don't drink coffee to wake up. I just drink coffee because it's fun. Damn, this looks so good. I love me a freaking bagel, a blueberry bagel with some good old cream cheese, man. That's the best thing ever. Leo said, are you getting full time into YouTube and leaving your 9-to-5? That's always been the goal, man. I feel like every Q&A, I answer this question. Long story short, my job helps, man. My 9-to-5 helps a lot. You guys always ask me, how do I afford all these cars, blah, 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 these car parts? Hey guys, I work a 9-to-5 on top of doing YouTube. I have multiple streams of income, you know what I mean? Like I don't just do YouTube. YouTube. Like I work 40 hours a week, you know, it's not, you know, part-time job or anything, and it helps a lot. You know, it helps me afford all of this stuff that you guys see. Am I leaving my 9 to 5? I want to say like not anytime soon, because you know, it helps. Vlogging every single day in November, I'm trying to get a ballpark range of how much I can afford if I were to do YouTube full-time. So that's one of the reasons why I've been vlogging every single day in November, is, you know, to get a ballpark range to see if I could do this full-time. I've been busting my ass, bro, trying to do, you know, everything, the 9 to 5, vlogging every day, because I feel like if I don't try this out, I'm never gonna get a range of how much I can make off of YouTube, you know? So that's the end goal, of course, is to leave my 9 to 5. After this month, I'll get a good range and see if I can actually afford it. TC Landon said, why don't you start a TikTok? Funny thing is, I actually do have a TikTok. I made one like 6 months ago, I wanna say. I don't know, late to the game. I've never really been a big short form content creator. TikTok is the same as my Instagram. It's Chris, B-O-R-Q-E-S. I know my real last name is B-O-R-G-E-S, but the G is taken in both of Instagram and TikTok. So I just put a Q because, you know, they look the same. Yeah, that's my official TikTok. I don't really post that much on it, but any other accounts are fake accounts. All right, just pulled up to RTA. This is where I get all my alignments. Oh my gosh, bro. Sorry, I just scraped your driveway. But yeah, it's the boy Rudy, his shop, low car framing alignments. This is the spot in San Diego. If you've been watching for a while, you guys already know this is a spot. Brandon Dev said, what tools and camera gear you got? So actually perfect timing. I have my bag with me, so this is what I keep on me at all times, literally. So I got my laptop, my charger. This is my bag. I hold everything in here. Small pocket usually has all the batteries in here. Main pocket, I got my drone, the controller. This is the stock lens that came with my camera, so it's kind of like the one where you can zoom in a lot. External mic if I need it, if it's super windy out. And then this lens, the Sigma one, this is for like nighttime. So if it's like super dark out, this lens works really good in like low light situations. Always keep that. And then here, some snacks. And then extra batteries, and then my headphones. And that's pretty much my bag, literally. Super simple. I don't use anything crazy. This camera, and that's about it. What I will do is put an Amazon link below. I've had this for a while, but it's pretty much everything that I use. Camera stuff, YouTube stuff, tools. A lot of stuff is on my Amazon store, so if you guys want to check that out, see what I use, that'll be down linked in the description. This is a good question. Do you get tired of your music? How do you find stuff you really like? So I definitely do get tired of my music. I'm the type of person where if I find like a good album or a good song, I will play it on repeat until I get tired of it. That's just how I am. I listen to like current hip-hop, rap. I listen to a lot of throwback like R&B, rap, like early 2000s. I feel like early 2000s R&B and rap and hip-hop never get old. Whenever I'm tired of my current music playlist, I always go back to like throwbacks, and it's always a vibe. This is a good one. Deep question, but what is your goal in life? You know, I have a family, beautiful home, but like overall just, you know, pure happiness. Kids that I can, you know, spend as much time as I can with. I know I do a lot of car stuff, but eventually I would love to get into like a business to where it doesn't really have to be evolved around car stuff. It's more of like a business that works for itself. I definitely have a lot of like business goals. I definitely don't want to only do car stuff for the rest of my life, you know what I mean? For any up and coming content creators, what's one thing you would say that would help them? I always give this analogy. You could post one video a month, and that's one chance at going viral, or you could post 10 videos a month. That's 10x, 10 times your chance going viral. Post as much as you can, because honestly you just never know, what video that will be that'll make your channel pop. Videos that honestly did it for me was the ones where I got pulled over. A lot of you guys came from this video. You know, I got pulled over 2 times, and I think it was called like 5 minutes, something like that. I got pulled over like 2 times in a night, and that video went like viral. And I remember that day, I didn't really want to go to that car meet. I didn't really want to go out, but because I went out and I got pulled over and I made that video, it gained me thousands of subscribers. You never know what video it'll be. Just make that content, bro. Film everything, because the video you think won't go viral, it probably can, you know? When are you gonna supercharge the BBL? For the real ones watching this video, I'll put a picture right here. That's all I'm gonna say. Video coming out soon. STI.Hugo said, what are your favorite things to do in San Diego? Anything involving enjoying the weather is like
the best. Like the weather here is beautiful. It's like 70 degrees all year long. Never freaking rains. If it rains, it's rare. Key moments living here that I remember is like jet skiing out in the San Diego Bay. Such a vibe, bro. The food here is unmatched. Mexican food, we got Convoy District full of Asian food. Literally you can find any type of food here and it's just amazing. Just enjoying the weather and just trying all the food spots here is the best part of living in San Diego. Finesse.garage said, how come you didn't come to SEMA this year? Honestly, it's because I didn't get invited. Did you go to college? No, I did not. I remember once I graduated high school, I wanted to take a year-long break. I feel like a lot of people want to do this. A year break, no school, just get a job, start working, making money. That's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to get a job and make my own money. I actually started working part-time my senior year. I worked at a grocery store, bagging groceries. So early on I got, experience with working a job. In that year time frame, I was like, you know what? Let's just make my money and I want to start a YouTube channel. And that's exactly what I did. After that year came up, I didn't feel like going to school, but I always had the thing in my mind, like, I just want to continue this YouTube stuff. School definitely was not for me. Like, I feel like if I were to go to college, I would just be going because it's the normal thing to do. Your family, you always hear it, like, go to college, get a degree. It's good to go to college if you know what you're getting out of it, or if your profession requires it. But I feel like if you're just going to college just to go and get a degree, it's like, I don't want to say it's a waste of time, but so many ways to make money nowadays, especially with social media here. And it's crazy, like I'm in a job position right now where everybody has like full degrees and it's like we make the same amount and here I am with no college experience. You know what I mean? For me personally, school was never big. I just knew if I were to go to college, I would probably be wasting my time and money. So that's pretty much why I didn't go to college. I gotta edit this video real quick. I have to post today. Let me knock this out real quick and we'll continue this Q&A after. It's been a while, to be honest. I haven't gotten alignment here in so long. This car definitely needs one, man. They lowered it more, put some camber. Car's driving like crazy, bro. The toe is so off, so this thing definitely needs an alignment. This thing looks good though, bro. The TEs looks super clean. Actually, no, go ahead. You're good. Good. Cleared it. Look at that. Look at that clearance. Made it. On the rack. This thing is thick though. Look at this. It's a JZ swap. E46. M3. The color's dope. Got a wide body on it. I think this is a Street Fighter. Don't quote me on that. Street Fighter wide body kit. What is this, JZ?
Yeah, 1J.
1J? Nice. Damn, got the custom paint on it too. That's sick. He's always got some sick cars here. He's working on. Look at this. 34. Yeah, I remember this one was in a crash where this whole section was just destroyed. He literally restored the whole thing. It's got some TVs on it. White 34. So fire. Alright, as we wait for the alignment, pretty much finished all my editing, so try to answer as much of these questions. But it's a good one. Buchanan.Cooper said, would love to hear what brought you to God, specific testimony raised in church. It's a good question, man. So everything that you guys see through the videos, I always give them thanks. And if you guys have been watching for a while, I throw that in every now and then. So as far as like a specific testimony or if I was raised in church, I wasn't really raised in church. Specific family members, they have been attending church, throughout my whole life, and I've seen it, but I didn't really think much of it, like I would say I believed, but it was just because I was around it, 24/7. I don't know, it's weird to say, as a kid because I was so young, but I used to be like very negative. I don't know why, literally, I had a negative mindset. That was probably middle school, early middle school. My sister would always invite me. My sister and her husband would always invite me to Bible study around this time, and I never thought much of it, they would always ask me, but I would always decline, She asked me one day, and like I said, I always said no. But this specific time, I went. I don't know why. God definitely pushed me to go that day, you know what I mean? I went. Obviously, it was my first time going to church. One of the people had, since I was new, they prayed for me. They did that one prayer, first timer prayer, hit me like a train, bro. the amount of emotions overflowed in my heart. Like, it was just crazy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I was so emotional, and I feel like I released so much like tension. And ever since then, I was able to let go of all that negativity. I just believed ever since then. Like, it was just a supernatural feeling I've never felt before in my life. Just felt like everything, like all my worries, all that negativity just vanished. Essentially, he just like took it away, you know? So yeah, I guess that's my little testimony of, you know, what brought me to him. Yeah, ever since then, I give all the glory to him, man. Final numbers, around 5.8 in the front, and then 5.8 in the rear. So much a matching camber all around. Pretty much how I want it to be. Right now, I'm gonna head home real quick and then probably try to fix the tire on the Mustang. I wanna see what's up with that tire. I don't know why it's flat. Damn, car looks good though. Fresh alignment. Damn. Bro, it's so crazy how many cars we've taken here from like back when we did like the STI, Beers, the FRS, it would always come through to here. So shout out to Rudy, man. If you guys need an alignment, like I said, come through, check him out, and he'll take care of you, dude. Oh, there you go. It's a nail. Big old screw. That'll definitely do it. Got the M3 loaded up. Yeah, as you can see, there was a freaking nail in this tire. See if they can plug that up. Alright, y'all, we made it to Hernandez. While we wait for the tire, are you bilingual? Yes. I'm kidding,
no,
bruh.
I'm not.
I took Spanish and Tagalog in high school. Does that make me bilingual?
No.
Why not?
Are you kidding?
B58.Nelson said, how are you managing to have enough energy during this Vlogsgiving? I don't know, man. I'm literally just editing whenever I get the chance to, like at lunch, at work. I'm just like, I have my laptop with me everywhere I go. I'm trying to figure that out throughout Vlogsgiving, to be honest. Not really managing anything. I'm just like attempting to, and it's somehow, some way working. But yeah, like throughout the process, I'm learning better ways to manage my time. I'm trying to. IS350 Kevin said, how long do you plan on doing YouTube for? So I don't know, like I don't really have like an end date with how far I'm gonna do YouTube. I'm kind of just like trying to have fun with it and just seeing where it goes, where it'll take me. I don't really have like a dedicated timeline. It's one of those things where like I enjoy doing it, so I'll do it as long as I literally can. Trey Sullivan said, if you had a chance to relive a day in your life, that's a deep question. I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea. It'll probably be like a family gathering where everybody was there, like my grandpa that passed away and then my grandma. Like probably like one of the, a long time ago, like an old family party where everybody was there. Just so like I could do a couple things different and just like relive that whole moment and cherish it. I think that's probably what it would be.
I would go back to the day that I met you.
Oh my. Yeah, actually that would be.
I wanted to spit some game on you, and I did that day because I was way too drunk.
Andrew Lee said, would you ever buy a Mark V Supra? I feel like so many people ask me for a Mark V Supra. I don't know, to be honest, like they're cool cars, but I just don't see myself owning one. I think they're cool though. You know, I have lots of friends that have Supras, but I would definitely go Mark IV Supra over Mark V. She hates Mark Vs for just a passion. She's a super hater. Super hater.
Super hater. Super salad.
Super salad. Next place you want to travel to? Yeah, Japan is a big one. I've been slacking on buying our flights to Japan for Auto Salon. Everybody's going in January, so that's probably the next place legit want to travel to is Japan. Ed_Hernandez said, are you into soccer? No, I'm not. I've never been into soccer. San Diego just got a soccer team and everybody's making a big deal about it. I'm just here like, I'm just waiting for Padres season. I don't know, I just don't care for soccer. I know that sounds crazy. Favorite song out right now, it doesn't matter if it's a throwback. Mine's probably 3 AM by Lil Shimmy and Don Toliver. I'm only gonna put like 3 seconds to make it copyrighted. That's my favorite song right now.
I have an artist. Is that fine?
It has to be a specific song.
Probably Lucid Dreams or Yes It Is by Leon Thomas.
Leon Thomas. Okay.
Leon Thomas. I've been on a big Leon Thomas stretch. Shout out.
I'm sure a lot of you guys listen to Leon Thomas. Did you ever get a tattoo? Did you ever want to get one? So I don't have a tattoo right now. And yes, I do want to get tattoos. I just don't know what I really want. I want a lot of tattoos. I don't know, I spend all my money on car stuff, so I just don't see myself spending thousands on tattoos, but I want tattoos, if that makes sense. I want a lot. I just posted the last vlog. It's just literally freaking eating. We're just eating in the streets of Boston, and time to eat again. It's our go-to spot for Korean barbecue. Wheels are back for the Mustang. Let's put them on the car. Mustang squared away. Thank God for tire patches. Comes in so clutch. Would you consider doing a full build video of a car like what Matt Armstrong does? I just miss the old YouTube, bro, when it was just like simple part installs in a video. Nowadays it's just like, I feel like you gotta do a full build series in one video just to be like all the other YouTubers, all the other car YouTubers. Which kind of sucks. I kind of miss the old YouTube, but would I ever consider it? Probably not. It's just not ideal for me right now. My situation is best for me to like split up content, to make multiple videos of the car. I can't afford to do a full build one video. It's super expensive, it's crazy, and I feel like the people that do these types of videos have a full entire team behind them. CJ Maximo said, talk logistics, income to afford the cars, where it's from, / the percentages. To be transparent, if you want to talk, you know, percentages, I would say 9 to 5 is like 40% of my total income. YouTube, I would say, is like 40% of total income as well. And then merch would be like 20%. I only do merch like once every 3 to 4 months. I definitely do more consistent merch drops. I actually have stuff planned for the Corvette very, very soon. But if we're talking percentages, it's pretty much that. I pretty much make the same amount on YouTube as I do my 9 to 5. Pretty much how I afford the cars. Prod by Carlos said, what's your favorite meal to cook at the house? All I see you eat is In-N-Out. Dude, the In-N-Out is, I go to In-N-Out at least like 2 to 3 times a week. But favorite home cooked meal has to be steak. Steak and rice is, man, I could have that probably every single day. Or steak and eggs too, so good. I usually like ending off my Q&As on inspirational / motivational point. So the last two, one of them says, what was that significant event in your life that changed how you thought for the better? I can't really think of a specific event. I feel like as I grew older, I started to carry like a mindset of just being grateful for like even the smallest things, and just kind of like changing your perspective on life. I feel like perspective with everything goes such a long way. Like, it's so easy for us to complain about small inconveniences in our life that people would freaking do anything to be able to do what you're doing, you know what I mean? I feel like perspective is just huge. Like, it just, once you have that perspective in your head, your thought process on like complaining or like being ungrateful for certain things or taking certain things for granted, all that just changes. And we'll probably end it off with this advice for people that feel stuck in life. There's a lot of times where I feel stuck in life. I feel like whenever I do feel stuck in life, it's just when I'm in my head. Like, I'm overthinking certain things, or like I'm comparing myself to other people I see online. Things that help me get out of that. Just doing more of what you enjoy, you know what I mean? I feel like that's all what life is about. We get wrapped up in, you know, work. We get wrapped up in money. In the end, won't really matter. The first thing that pops up in your head of something that you enjoy doing, just go do that. Like, just enjoy life. That is literally what life is all about. Experiences, the memories, you know, your close ones. But yeah, I think we'll end it off right there. Oh, there's like 30 minutes. I know some of you guys do like seeing long videos. I just feel like they get like really long and boring. I don't know. Let me know if you guys think otherwise. With that being said, I'm gonna post this video up. It is Wednesday right now. I need a video for today since I'm vlogging every single day. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Smash the like button if you guys liked the Q&A. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.